Have you ever felt like you've reached the absolute bottom of your strength? Days when you open your eyes and your chest already feels heavy. Work piles up, life feels empty, and you have no energy left to move forward. Sometimes you ask yourself, what am I even living for? Why does everything fall on me with no way out? Maybe you just lost an opportunity you poured your heart into. Maybe you were betrayed, abandoned, or facing a bitter failure. Or maybe, simply, each day has become a meaningless repetition. Waking up, going to work, coming home exhausted, with nothing that makes life feel worthwhile. I understand that feeling. It's the feeling that the whole world has turned its back on you, and you're being pushed down to the very bottom with no one beside you. Down there, all the noise outside seems to fade away, leaving only the voice inside screaming, I'm exhausted. I can't get up anymore. If you're in that place right now, please know, you are not alone. Every one of us has hit bottom at some point. But what you choose to do when you at the bottom determines which way your life will turn. Today I want to sit with you and face this pain directly, not to complain, not to give up, but to turn that bottom into a springboard. When life pushes us to the bottom, the most painful thing isn't just what happened, it's the feeling of powerlessness. Powerless because you don't know where to go, what to do, or how to believe in yourself again. Most of the time, we fall into three traps. One, comparing yourself to others. You look around and see everyone succeeding, building happy families, achieving stability, while you feel stuck. Comparison convinces you that you're worthless. To carrying endless responsibilities, bills to pay, debts to cover, family to take care of. The weight of it all can make you feel like a tiny boat lost in a raging storm. Every day is a battle for survival, and you forget that you too deserve to live and breathe. 3, losing your sense of meaning. This is the scariest of all. When you no longer find a reason to get out of bed each morning, life becomes hollow. No matter how well you perform, emptiness lingers inside. Think about it. Have you ever woken up and asked yourself, why am I even doing all of this? If the answer isn't clear, it means your motivation has been quietly draining away. The problem isn't that you're weak. The problem is that fear, pressure, and comparison have taken over your mind, leaving no room for hope. And that S, what makes the bottom feel like a dark prison instead of the foundation for a new journey. So what should we do when we're at rock bottom? You don't need grand slogans. You don't need to fake strength. Sometimes a simple shift in perspective and one small action are enough to start moving again. First, accept where you are. It sounds strange, but it's the most important step. Don't deny it. Don't pretend everything's fine. Admit you're tired, admit you failed, and allow yourself to feel weak. Only when you name the pain can you begin to rise above it. Second, take small actions to break the cycle. You don't need a 10-year plan. Start with something simple. Wake up 15 minutes earlier to breathe. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Or complete one small task you've been avoiding. A single step can spark momentum. Third, redefine your questions. Instead of asking, why is life so cruel to me? Ask, what can I learn from this season? Change the question, and you change the perspective. The bottom stops being a pit and becomes a platform for growth. Fourth, find a support point. It could be a friend, a book, a spiritual belief, or a dream you once held dear. Don't walk alone. Sometimes one word of encouragement or one inspiring story can pull you back from the darkness. Remember, you don't need to fly high right away. Just stand up, lift your head, and take small steps. Each step, however small, moves you farther from the bottom and closer to a new beginning. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Irvan. At 35, he had a stable job, a small family, and big dreams. But within 1 year, everything collapsed. He lost his job when the company went bankrupt. His marriage fell apart. His debts grew heavier. Men thought, maybe my life is over. Some days, he stayed in his dark room, refusing to answer calls, shutting out the world. It felt like every door had closed on him. But one morning, as he looked in the mirror at his red, tired eyes and worn-out face, a thought hit him. If I keep letting myself rot like this, who's going to save me? That single question lit a small spark. He started with tiny steps. walking 20 minutes a day reading old books. He once loved writing down small gratitudes, even if it was just the sun is shining, or I had the strength to get up. Step by step, Irvin climbed out of the pit. Months later, he found a new job. It wasn't as prestigious, but it gave him stability. More importantly, he rediscovered his belief that life hadn't ended. He began sharing his story with friends who were also struggling and realized that hitting bottom had made him stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Irvin's story isn't a miracle. It's proof that the bottom doesn't destroy you. It gives you the foundation to rise. You see, the bottom is not the end. It's a pause, a comma, not a period. A space where life asks you to stop, reflect, and reset. The bottom can hurt you, yes, but it can also become the springboard that propels you higher than before. If you're at the bottom today, remember, you have two choices. Sit still, complain, and let the darkness swallow you. Or stand up, take a deep breath, and use the bottom as your launchpad. Life doesn't define you by your failures. It defines you by how you rise after them. Sometimes the moment you think you've lost everything is the very moment you were given the chance to start writing a new chapter. Stronger, braver, brighter. So ask yourself, if I'm at the bottom right now, will I choose to sit here and complain, or will I use it as a springboard? The answer lies within you, and that answer is your greatest power, one that no one can ever take away. You see, the bottom is not the end. It's a pause, a comma, not a period. A space where life asks you to stop, reflect, and reset. The bottom can hurt you, yes, but it can also become the springboard that propels you higher than before. If you're at the bottom today, remember, you have two choices. Sit still, complain, and let the darkness swallow you. Or stand up, take a deep breath, and use the bottom as your launchpad. Life doesn't define you by your failures. It defines you by how you rise after them. Sometimes the moment you think you've lost everything is the very moment you were given the chance to start writing a new chapter. Stronger, braver, brighter. So ask yourself, if I'm at the bottom right now, will I choose to sit here and complain, or will I use it as a springboard? The answer lies within you, and that answer is your greatest power, one that no one can ever take away.